Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to take Yanmega and put it up against the Alakazam as well as a Machamp Raid to see how well they perform. So to the left we have a level 29.5 sitting at 15 attack, 15 defense, and 12 stamina. And then the level 40 sitting at 15 attack, 15 defense, and 10 stamina. Both of them are going to have Bug Bite and Bug Buzz going up against the Alakazam. I do have the secondary move purchased on both of them, so I have Air Slash. And when I go up against the Machamp Raid, I will be TMing both of them from Bug Bite to Wing Attack. So they'll be all set for super effective damage. And we'll take a look at the DPS as well when I do change the moves from all bug moves to all flying. Now let's talk about how fun it was. I enjoyed it quite a bit using these Yanmegas. Finally, guys, you know how long I've been waiting for this. Now I'd personally max out a couple more right off the bat, but I've just spent so much Stardust on PvP. It's outrageous, as you see, and I'm almost down to 4 million Stardust. That's just, you know, absurd. I should be way back up to 7 million. I just haven't been grinding like I should have. So that Future Sight does do quite a bit of damage even when you dodge it. Now the most ideal moveset for you to use Yanmega and have the best resistances, not regarding the Psychic move, the Psycho Cut, that's just doing very little damage. But if it does have Focus Blast, you should be great. I mean, you could even take that hit and still it won't really do much damage because you're going to be flying and bug type. Both of those are going to be resisting the fighting type move. So you'll be looking good as far as that. I did find one, which we'll take a look at the end here. And what I tried to do was use one Yanmega. Now, you can most definitely do this. And this was my first try. Like, the raid had about a minute left on it. Or like a couple minutes or something like that. But by the time I backed out, it was completely over. So the test was inconclusive, but that's alright. I was able to take it down to pretty much just a sliver of health left. And that definitely wasn't just one Yanmega going all the way through. I had to lose all my health, revive it, and then jump back in. And that raid boss did gain health, as you know. If there's nobody in the lobby and you jump back in, that raid boss will gain some more health. So the Yanmega did fantastic. It was almost able to take it out. If I had another opportunity to try, I probably could have been able to do it. The key is to take at least one Focus Blast hit, which I didn't do. I dodged them all, therefore gaining a little bit more energy for that Bug Buzz, and you're going to be able to get an extra charge move off, which that's all I needed. You'll see here in just a moment. So we are going to be going in here with the Honchkrow. And yeah, this thing is looking quite nice to actually go up against Machamp now, seeing that it's the best flying type attacker in the game with its new Sky Attack move, as well as Peck. Peck not being new, I already had that. And I will be switching it up when I do get some more charge TMs. Did quite a few raids today, guys, and guess what? Not one single darn charge TM. Niantic, if you're listening, you know, you need to start handing those out a little bit more. Stop acting like they're the most savored thing in the world, because we need them. PvP is here. Let's get with the program, alright? Do you want us to battle, or do you want us to leave the broken PvP completely alone? Just because we don't even get TMs, giving us more of an incentive to not even play it. So please, make a new way for us to get TMs, because it's getting completely ridiculous. So in this case, Honchkrow will be a little bit better resisting those Psychic moves, as well as putting on a little bit more damage for this raid specifically. Honchkrow sitting at 32.7 DPS, and then the Yanmega sitting at 29.9 DPS, both of them at level 40. The Honchkrow does have Snarl and Dart Pulse, and then Bite and Bug Buzz for the Yanmega. And just for reference, I changed the moves in the checkers so I can see exactly what DPS it would be sitting at if it did have all flying moves. And that is going to be 31.5 as opposed to all dark moves sitting at 32.7. So yeah, Honchkrow with all flying moves is going to be great for the Twilight as well. Can't wait till I can get it. Might as well just almost purchase a secondary move for this guy. Alright, now moving on to the Machamp Raid. So I did switch up all the bug moves to flying type moves on the Yanmega, dealing super effective damage to the Machamp, and as well as taking reduced damage from fighting type moves. So it's going to be a fantastic option to go up against this raid. And you're going to see how far behind it is because of all the dodging, and not specifically because of the Yanmega, but more so because of the Gallade. I did a lot of dodging, but you're going to see the Togekiss pulls it right back up. So yes, I'm going to switch the IVs so we can take a look at and compare other bugs to this Yanmega to see who's going to be in fact doing the most damage here. Alright, for the bug comparisons, we have first Caesar at level 40 with 13 attack, 14 defense, and 15 stamina, sitting at 30 DPS with Fairy Cutter and X-Scissor. Then you have Yanmega level 40, 15 attack, 15 defense, and 10 stamina, sitting at 29.9, just behind Caesar. But Yanmega does have those resistances working for it. Alright, on to the next one is going to be Heracross, sitting at 25.8, DPS with 2 bug moves. So not looking too great right there. And now we have Pincer, which is in fact going to be your best bug type Pokemon in Pokemon Go currently. And this is only at level 30, sitting at 28.6 DPS with Bug Bite and X Scissors. So Pincer is a fantastic Pokemon. This one is going to max out for me at $24.99. So that is just perfect. Probably should power that up and even purchase a secondary move for that bad guy there, because it's looking quite nice for sure. Now, in comes Gallade, something new here, right? Confusion and Psychic, sitting at level 29, so it's not maxed out, and with 11 attack, 11 defense, and then 12 stamina. And if you're wondering, why did you go for this? Guys, I was in the heat of it, the excitement. I should have went for another one. And I honestly should have probably checked where it was going to land for when I powered it up for the Ultra League. Unfortunately, it's at 2478. Could have been a little bit closer. I was going for that lower attack. That's what I had in mind and really why I went for it. So going up against the Machamp, it performed pretty good. As you see, I'm way behind schedule because I over-dodged, trying to look out and see if I can get this Glade to survive as long as it can, because I did do this raid about 6 or 7 times, only because of the dodging on the Confusion is really annoying, because you get stuck in that animation, and I want to get off as many as I can, but at the same time I also want to dodge. So am I going to actually beat this? Because as you can see, the clock and the health is not matching up, and it's not looking great. If you're a raider, you know that that's pretty much going to be a fail there, but it's not over quite yet, because in comes the Togekiss for the win for sure. So the Togekiss is going to be completely maxed out at level 40. Does have Air Slash and Dazzling Gleam, as well as Aerial Ace for its secondary charge move, and its DPS is sitting at 30.8. It's double resisting that fighting type move because it is going to be flying and fairy type. The Bullet Punch is hurting it quite a bit, which is what it had, but that's okay. And we're going to pull off this win here. I was thinking to myself, we got this. Togekiss can take those hits, and it's also going to be charging up my Dazzling Gleam even quicker because I'm not dodging. So I was able to pull that off. So this is not any sort of speed run. If I wanted to beat it as fast as I can, I've beaten a Machamp Raid at 69 seconds or something, or even faster in windy weather with Mewtwo's. Call me crazy, but I got the videos, so yeah, they're there. It's not hard whatsoever. As well as the Alakazam speedruns, all that stuff, beating them in with like more than 65 seconds left. Anyway, so we're going to go on to the cast screen here, and then after this, we're going to take a look at the one Yanmega backing out and using a revive to see how much it can do. And I was trying to see if I could possibly take it out with just one, but I didn't have much time to do any sort of practice runs. This was literally one and done, so I'll get back at it tomorrow. And it's kind of a bit discouraging at the moment, because just don't get those TMs, please. Do I have to actually go and hit legendary raids, or can I get them through tier 3s once in a while? Apparently not. So anyways, alright, now let's discuss, do you want to actually power up and use Yanmega? And in fact use a Sinnoh Stone? Well, you do want that Dex entry, so I recommend you evolve at least one sometime. Maybe you want to wait until after Mammal Swine Community Day, or I guess Swine Up Community Day, so you can just ensure you'll have all those Sinnoh Stones if you do not have too many. But compared to Pincer, Pincer's going to be doing more damage, right? But on the flip, Yanmega is going to also be part flying. Yes, picking up a few more weaknesses, quite a few more weaknesses, but still, it's going to be able to have extra resistances against ground fighting and grass type Pokemon, as well as bug types. So, I mean, it's worth it on that regard when you go into PvP, because you can absolutely wall somebody if they didn't have the correct type to go up against Yanmega. I mean, if they had a grass or fighting type Pokemon, they're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. Now, if you had Pincer on the other hand, I mean, you know, they're going to be kind of walled to some degree, but it's all a matter of how you play and preference. Personally, for me, I'd rather use Yanmega over Pincer, even though Pincer's doing a lot more damage. It's just my style. I enjoy this Pokemon through and through, always have, and its design is just amazing. Now, that's not something to just basically go off of, oh, it looks cool, so I want to max it out. Well, it's your Pokemon, you do what you want. But I'm going to tell you straight up, Pincer is going to be doing more damage, but on the flip, Yanmega is going to have better resistances if you go up against those specific types. So there you have it, folks. And do you want Ancient Power? Let's discuss that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weaknesses. Week 2, Electric, Fire, Flying, Ice, and Rock. So if you do have Ancient Power, you're going to be super effective against Fire, Flying, and Ice types. So 3 of those weaknesses, you'll be able to at least have some coverage. So yes, Ancient Power is magnificent on Yanmega. So if you're wondering, should you have it, which one should you switch? Personally, I think you should go with Bug Buzz and Ancient Power, because if you have Aerial Ace, yes, super effective to grass types. If they're part poison, it's just going to be neutral. But if you have Bug Buzz, it's still going to be doing a lot of damage. Not to mention, if you're in PvP, Ancient Power takes absolutely very little energy to gain, so you will be able to continuously get it off. So yes, Yanmega is a magnificent Pokemon. Pincer certainly does not have moves to cover its weaknesses, so that is also something to take note of. I mean, it does have close combat, super effective against ice types, but that's one massive charge move. Yanmega, Ancient Power 3, Charge Bar, that's extremely quick to get off, and you'll be able to at least get one off before you're fainted going up against maybe a fire type Pokemon. So there you have it, trainers. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be catching you all next time.